Hello and welcome to my channel, Talisman Tarot. In this reading I want to ask the cards and spirit directly through channeling about how your crush feels about you. And so I have 4 groups here that you can choose from. This will be group number 1, this will be group number 2, this will be group number 3, and this will be group number 4. And so I will ask you to use your intuition and choose the group that speaks to you the most, the group that catches your eye, and that group will be your group. And if you need any more time to choose, you can pause the video and check the description box below for timestamps for each group, so that you know where in the video your group is. So yeah, and I'll just start the reading then. So yeah. Hello group number 1, you chose this Tarot D, the Didactic Tarot deck, and I will start with some channeling and then I will shuffle the cards for you. So group number 1, the people who will choose group number 1. Group number 1. How does group number 1's crush feel about group number 1? Okay, so I feel like your crush is very different from you. Like, I see 2 very different energies. I feel like you have a very light energy, and I feel like your crush has a very dark energy. And so I feel like there's a big difference energy wise. I feel like your crush might be a bit like a biker type, like someone who's in a metal band or something, or just someone who's into something a bit more rough or more and I feel like you're not, or maybe you are into heavy metal or into like dark stuff as well, but I feel like you hide it a bit more than he does, he or she. I don't know what gender your person, your crush is, I don't know, but I feel like it's a very masculine energy, so it could still be a woman just with a lot of masculine energy, but I feel like this is one of the biggest factors at play here to how your crush feels about you, because I feel like your crush sees you as very different. Like, and I feel like your crush can't really see how these 2 energies can combine. There's a lot of purity that your crush sees in you. I don't know if you don't resonate with that at all, but I feel like your crush sees you as a very, very naive, pure, angelic type of person, where where they like and they compare that to themselves, and they see themselves as the complete opposite of that. Like, but I'm gonna shuffle the cards and see what this is all about. So how does your crush feel about you? Group number 1, how does group number 1's crush feel about group number 1? So okay, so I feel like your crush sees you as someone with a lot of options. With this person here who's in front of this long hall with a lot of doors, and so this person has a lot of options, a lot of doors opening up to this person, and so I think your crush sees you as someone who has a lot of other options. You don't have to be with them, like, so I feel like they don't see how like, I feel like your crush sees you as someone who's a bit too good for them, like a bit too angelic, a bit too like too pure, maybe also too beautiful. Like, that was something that just came through, like that maybe your crush is not that good looking, or maybe your crush just doesn't feel like they are very good looking, and so they see you and they see you as this angelic being, and I just don't feel like they see you as an option for them. Like, also, like, they want. I feel like your crush wants to date someone who's more like them, like someone who's like if your crush is into heavy metal or even in a band or something, then maybe your crush wants to date someone who's a bit of a groupie, or someone who's like a bit grimy, like your crush, and just just date someone who's more that energy, like and it's kind of sad, because I feel like it's like I don't feel like your crush is that into the community that he or she is in. Like, I feel like your crush has put themselves into a box, and they feel like they can't date outside the box, because now they are in this box, and now that's just that it's just not an option. So I'm also getting like a geographical or cultural difference here. Like, maybe you come from different cultures, or a different religion, or a different country, and so there's something here like that can't be combined into one. And I feel like your crush is very aware of that. And like, I can't really get into your crush's deep feelings about you, because there's this shield around your crush, and like, I can't get through it, because it's like your crush hasn't really felt his or her own feelings about you. Like, it's like they don't dare go there. Like, they don't dare to form feelings because they don't see you as an option. They don't see it as something that can be a reality to them. Like, they are very certain that you're out of their league. It's kind of sad. Like, but I'm also getting a bit of a feeling here that this is someone that, like, but this is more specific for some of you, but I feel like for some of you, this is someone you knew in the past, or someone you have known for a few years. And I feel like in the beginning, when you first met this person, you might not have been that into this person back then, like right from the start. Like, maybe in the beginning you were like a bit, like, maybe that's not something for me. Like, and you might have even been slightly judgmental. But I know that it's more specific for a few of you, so if this doesn't resonate, then just ignore it. But I feel like some of you might have even rejected this person, maybe not like verbally, but just you might have kind of shown this person a bit like that you weren't really that interested, like, with your body language in the beginning, because maybe you weren't interested in the beginning, but then you got to know this person, and then you started getting like a bit interested over time. And I feel like that's something this person picked up on right from the start, that oh, that's not an option. So I feel like your crush just, he or she just closed off like immediately in the beginning, because they could just feel it, like they could sense that was not something, that was not a path they wanted to go down, because they knew that they would get hurt, and so they just ignored it. And so, of course, now your feelings have changed and you look at them in a different light, but they still feel like you look at them in the same light as you did in the beginning. And so it's kind of that energy I'm getting. And I'm also like, with this card here, I feel like, I think it's a Chariot. And I feel like yeah, your crush just, like, in the beginning, I feel like your crush saw you as someone who was victorious, someone who was successful, someone who had everything going on for them. So they saw you as like something unattainable, something that was out of their league, because you were in a different place in your life, in the beginning at least. Or maybe you just came off that way. Like, maybe you were equals, but for some reason your crush didn't feel like you were equals in the beginning. Like, maybe it doesn't have anything to do with status or money or something like that, but or career or something, but more to do with like social abilities. Like, maybe you met this person in a social event or social gathering, and you might have talked to this person while a lot of other people were around, and maybe this person just noticed that you were very outspoken and like very articulate and very good at arguing your cases, like and good at talking politics and good at talking about philosophy and religion, or like you spanned over a very large field, and it's like I think this person just felt like you had such a like you had so much you were educated in, and like you could talk about so many different topics, and I just feel like this person might have been a bit intimidated by that or something, where they felt like you were out of their league in some way. And with this card here, it could be the world, but it could also be it doesn't really matter. I'm looking at the illustrations first and foremost. So like it's a bit of a mysterious deck. So but it's reversed, and so I feel like this is a card of like a woman inside a cocoon, and so and it's upside down, and so I feel like yeah, I think this your crush, I feel like your crush sees you as someone who's in the cocoon phase right now, which is actually a great compliment, because this person like has seen you as very great, and still sees you as very great, like someone who's very capable, very brilliant, very talented. And then they also see you as someone who's in the cocoon phase. So you're gonna blossom, or not blossom, but you're gonna become a butterfly. Like you're in, like you can still grow and become better. And but this card is reversed, and I feel like the reversed part is your crush. I think your crush feels like they are not gonna blossom more, like they already peaked in some way, like that somehow they feel like they are the person they are today, and they are not gonna grow, they're not gonna develop that much, they are at their highest point, they have reached some kind of goal that they had in their life, and they are kind of content with where they are now, and they are not really trying too hard to become more. And so I feel like I feel like your crush might feel like it's a bit intimidating to be around you, because they feel like you're too good for them, even though yes, they feel that way, but like not too good to talk to them and be their friend and stuff like that. I feel like that's not their issue with you, but I feel like they don't want to be in a relationship with you, because they would feel too much pressure to become something more than they are now. That they don't feel like they are good enough for your standards at the moment, that in order to live up to your standards, they have to change their lifestyle take some kind of education, more education than they already have, or something, and have higher ambitions for themselves in their life. And I feel like that, like, it's more of the problem is with them and not with you. It's that they wouldn't like that sort of pressure. Like, they would rather want someone like some coked up groupie or something, where there's no expectations there. Like, that's the type of person who would love them no matter what. Like, and so I feel like, not that you wouldn't, or maybe that's kind of what this person is thinking, is that you're not the type of person who would love them unconditionally, that you would expect them to become something great because you're on the path to become something great. And so but yeah, I feel like they feel like their career is kind of taking, like, their career is kind of like, their career path is kind of ending. Like, they are getting to the point where there's no more to like, where there's no, you can't do more, and so you can just become content with where you are. Like, whereas your path is still on the rise. And so it's like, if you're maybe like in higher education and you're maybe just maybe you want to be a lawyer and you're studying to become a lawyer, and then, like, you're on the rise and you're gonna be, or you have some goal to become a big shot lawyer in the future, then maybe this crush you have, maybe this person is like a manager in a store, and maybe this person has climbed up the ladder and become the chef manager or something. I don't, and maybe that's the top of the ladder for him or her, and whereas your ladder is just a bit higher. And so, and nothing wrong with that. Like, but I just, and I don't think you feel like this is a problem at all, but it's just this person's insecurities about all of this, and it's kind of getting in the way. And but I also feel like there's some issues here. Like, this person, your crush, I feel like your crush has some issues, like mental issues or problems with addictions or something. And it's just like, this person feels like everybody else is like patting them on the back and like celebrating their accomplishments. And somehow I feel like this person doesn't feel like they get the same cheering from you, like that you're not celebrating the small victories that they have, that you keep wanting them to stay thirsty and stay and keep going and like and keep them wanting to succeed even more. And I feel like that's a sort of love that goes unnoticed sometimes. Like I feel like you do it from a very good place where you just want this person to succeed because you see a lot of potential in this person that this person doesn't see in themselves, and so you can see this potential. You see that there's like a lot more that this person can do with their gifts and talents, and maybe the people around this person are actually doing the bad thing by just celebrating the small victories and not pushing this person to go after something even higher, try something a bit more difficult, but I feel like it's because there are certain things that I feel like you don't know about this person's past. You might not know all this, all the struggles that your crush has dealt with. So you don't know maybe you don't know why the people around this person are so excited about small victories, but it's because this person has come a long way, like they came from nothing and kind of built themselves up, and that is a victory in itself. But of course this person also needs to share that with others in order to make them understand it. Like they can't just expect people to understand it if they don't explain that. But I feel like, of course, yes, I feel like there's, and I know this is a bit complicated, and feelings are complicated, and I know that I have said a few things that might be conflicting, but like, of course, in the beginning I said that like this person doesn't, like, that they do have feelings, but they just don't want to be, like, they have feelings for you, and I think they do, but I think they had feelings in the beginning, but then like they felt like you were pulling back, and so they kind of just closed off completely, and so they haven't seen it as an option since then, and because they felt like they were like that you were out of their league, that you even rejected them. Maybe they felt that way in the beginning, and I feel like it came to the point where I feel like this person got a bit hurt I feel like they got a bit hurt in the beginning, but then they started like justifying it, or started thinking about it and thinking that, oh, that's like it's for the best that you rejected them, because it would have been so much work to be with you, because you expect so much from your partner, and you expect your partner to become like a big shot lawyer like yourself or something, and that there's so much pressure, and that it's just that they just dodged a bullet because you would have been pressuring them to do things that they didn't want to do. And so but I feel like it's not really what they feel, it's more something that they tell themselves to make themselves feel better. And so it's kind of hard to navigate these feelings, because half of these feelings are genuine, real feelings, and the other half are feelings that they have been feeling just to trick their brain into being okay with whatever went on. So it's and those feelings are kind of, they are real feelings, but not, like, I'm gonna shuffle some of these cards here, these archetype cards, just to see like a bit more about, like, well, there is a vagina on this card here. Like, I feel like this person does want, like, this person has a sexual attraction to you, and that is kind of, if you're a woman and you have a vagina, then yes, but it's like, again, this person needs to go through a lot of, maybe this person also feels like they need to try out other options. I feel like there's also one thing, because you can see in this card here that there are doors on each side, and there's doors on this side that are male doors, and there are doors on that side that are female doors. And I didn't realize this because I've never actually gotten this card before, and so I've never seen it. So this kind of makes me think that this person also wants to maybe like try out different things before, like maybe experiment a bit. Maybe this person isn't quite certain that they are like into the gender that you are. Like, maybe they want to explore the opposite gender than you are, like the opposite from you, like before they humor the idea. Like, so there's definitely something about not being certain about their sexuality. And so I'm also like, I feel like this person sees you as a poet. Like and I feel like I also said that before. Like, this person, the light attributes are expresses soul insights in symbolic language, and I feel like you have a way with words, and I feel like you have. You're good at communicating, you're good at like, and that's something that this person has been very like impressed with, and impressed with your, like I said in the before, that you're very articulate, and I think that's one of the things that this person has, like, that this person really likes about you, that you're very articulate, very poetic, but this is also intimidating to this person. Like, I don't know if this person has some issues with communication, so to see someone like you who doesn't struggle at all with it might kind of intimidate them, or make them feel less than, or make them feel small. With a mother card here, like I think yeah, I think this person sees you as a mother figure, or and I feel like that's not necessarily a good thing. Like, I think it kind of might be something, like, if you have tried to push this person to get an education, or ask for a raise, or asked to be promoted or something, then this person might have seen that as you kind of mothering them or trying to be a parent to them and trying to push them and not letting them be an individual with their own free will. And I think freedom is something that's very, very important for this person. Like they have to have their freedom to do whatever they want. And if they feel like someone is kind of captivating them into this cage, it kind of makes them feel very, very uncomfortable, and they kind of want to find someone who's just as loose and free, and like this is possibly also the type of person who wants what's it called, a relationship where it's like an open relationship, and maybe it's because they want to explore another gender or explore their sexuality, and so they want to have the freedom to still do that, and they might not feel like they can do that with you because they see you as someone who's just like really focused on starting a family and becoming a mother, and you're in a completely different state in your life. So it's, but I feel like that's like, I feel like this person, like if you have known this person for a few years, I feel like they might have seen you as someone who's just developed and grown and changed a lot in a very short amount of a short period of time. Like you have just blossomed very, very quickly and started becoming really serious with your life, and like and they kind of have been very slow to develop, and they haven't really changed a lot the past few years, and so it's kind of like maybe they just feel like you two have grown a bit apart. Like you might not have that much in common now. If this is someone you have known for a few years, I feel like they don't see you two as people who can see eye to eye anymore. Like you could do that more in the beginning because you were kind of closer mentally, like but then you outgrew them in some way. So yeah, but I think that's all I have for you, group number one. I hope this reading resonated, and I hope it was helpful in some way, and if it was, please subscribe to my channel, and if you want to book a personal reading from me, check the description box below for more information on how to get one. And yeah, have a great day and bye. Hello, group number 2. You chose this Rotamundi tarot deck, and I will start with some channeling and then I will shuffle the cards for you. Group number 2. So group number 2, the people who will choose group number 2. Group number 2. How does group number 2's crush feel about group number 2? How does group number 2's crush feel about group number 2? Okay, so there, I'm definitely sensing that there are mutual feelings here. I feel like this this person I'm sensing that your crush might be a bit older than you, and that could be a small issue, but or something that this person kind of has in their calculations, like when they think about you, like they think this is. I'm getting a very, like, even if I don't know if this person is older than you, but I'm just getting this very, like, very mature energy, like someone who's very organized, very calculated about every decision that they make, like and so I think this person also is the type of person who makes like pros and cons lists all the time, and like every time they have to make a decision, they write down like what's the pros and what's the cons of every decision, and it could be like career decisions, but also decisions about their private life, like their love life. And I think this person might have done that kind of list on you, about you, and so for some of you, of course, maybe not all of you, because it's kind of rare that people do this, but this was the image that came up in my mind, and so I kind of get like a Ross vibe from Friends, like from this person, like that kind of energy, like this very like professor type of person who kind of makes everything like makes every decision a logical decision, even though like you have to of course follow your heart. And so I don't think like in that episode of Friends, I feel like that's like he didn't do it on his own, like he was forced to do it, or like, so it wasn't his idea, I think so, but I don't remember. So of course I remember, like I've watched that episode so many times, so I should remember, because like we all have watched Friends a lot of times. But I kind of like it was a decision they made, like all three of them, I think. But of course, he's not like the logical, like he is not very logical. So maybe there's also like, because this Rosh energy came through so much, I feel like it's channeled like that. So I feel like your crush possibly like has that same energy where you expect them to be a kind of logical, because that's kind of how they come across, but like deep down they kind of make all their decisions with only their emotions, and that's also why they sometimes make very bad decisions, because they always follow their heart in the end. And so, and it actually is very bad at using their brain to make decisions about feelings and love. And so I feel like there is a very, very good possibility that you are dealing with someone who's very spontaneous when it comes to love. And so that's kind of something that could play in your favor in this, because I feel like your crush is definitely someone who's plotting, like to make a move on you, like, so not plotting against you, but plotting with you, like in your favor. So it's kind of, I feel like this person could really, like I think, okay, so this person, okay, this person is a romantic, because I just got a description of you, like of how your crush feels about you when they are with you, like alone, like when you two are alone together. And this person has, like, they describe it as like a sanctuary, like a place where, like, when they are with you, like, you're their sanctuary in some way, like you give them serenity, and you make them feel calm and peaceful, like when they feel like all the time they are always worrying about everything, and always in a very dark and bad energy all the time, because they are constantly worrying, constantly anxious about everything in their daily life, but when they are around you, they feel like they can calm down, and they can feel peaceful, and their pulse gets down, like, and they can just relax around you, and they don't worry when they are around you. It's like, and I don't, like, it's a weird thing, because I feel like they worry about you, or they worry about this relationship, or that this will not become a thing or something. They worry about that when you two are not together. But when you two are together, like, every worry in their mind is just completely gone, and so they feel like it's like you clear their mind, like you make it so that they can just have, like, silence in their mind when they are around you. But it's actually very cute. So I feel like this person, like your crush, I don't know why this hasn't become like an actual thing yet, because I feel like in your crush's mind, they have already fantasized about you two being in a relationship, and like taking it to the next level, and like that. This is a bit creepy, and I don't want to scare some of you, but I feel like for some of you, this person has even looked at wedding rings online. And it's kind of like, again, it's not that this person would move so fast if they, I don't think this person is that fast of a mover, like when they actually start a relationship, but I feel like this is kind of something they do when they fantasize about someone. They kind of take it to the next level in their mind, and kind of start manifesting, I think, like, and by looking at wedding rings and looking at stuff like that, and like, I don't, like, it's kind of like keeping the dream, like, going, but also well, I was gonna say something before, but now I kind of lost it. Like, there was, I don't know, but maybe it will come back. Like, but with this card here, Four of Cups reversed, this is a good sign. But I feel like it's like this person would never, like, if you told this person that you had a crush on them, they would not reject you. That's very clear. But I feel like this person feels like you might reject them if they asked you out. So I feel like this person doesn't quite know where they stand with you. Like, they don't know if, like, there's just uncertainty, but not so uncertain that they wouldn't take, like, they wouldn't, like, I still feel like they want to take a chance on you, but like they aren't that afraid of rejection that they wouldn't ask you out. But I feel like it's still something that they worry about all the time. But it's kind of like, I kind of don't get it, because like this person just seems to be like already in a relationship with you in their mind, and so it's kind of, I kind of like the thing that's a mystery to me is why you two are not already dating. Like, and I'm gonna shuffle these gypsy oracle cards just to get like a sense of like why you two are not like dating already. Like, because it kind of doesn't make sense to me. So okay, so yeah, child, service, and thought came through, and so I feel like there might be something about you being too young because of the child card. Either that, or that you want to have a child. But I don't think it's that. Because I feel like this person is actually in a place in their life where they actually are thinking about having children. So I don't think that's an issue for this person. But I feel like maybe they see it as an issue that you are a bit too young for them, or that. And I said that in the beginning, and so I feel like that's kind of the same vibe I'm getting here, is that I feel like they look at you as someone who is in a different state in your life. And so maybe like and with the service card, I feel like, of course, this person could have been in the military, and so they might have, like, maybe you got to know this person and then they had to go for a few months and do some kind of service, like military service or something, and then they came back, and so maybe some time has gone by where they had to do something in another state or in another country or something, where they had to fly out and then fly back in, and so there might have. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe when you first met this person, they looked at you as too young, or maybe they didn't look at you as too young, but like maybe they fell in love with you like right in the beginning, but then they talked about you with some of their colleagues or some of their friends or some of their family members, and all of them agreed that you were too young and that you were in the peak of your life, and that they would just like drag you down or something. Maybe they have a child from another relationship, which makes them, which is why they have to be so. Hey, well, Ross had a child from that other relationship, so it kind of makes sense if you take that whole narrative into account. And so maybe that is the thing that kind of came. Of course, you know, because you all know this. Well, you know the story. I'm just trying to guess what's up and what's down about this, because I feel like it's so weird. Because I feel like this person is just like you are so you fit so well, like what, and you both seem to be on the same page, and you both have mutual feelings, and so. But of course, if this person has a child from another relationship or some other obligations that they can't really get away from, or and so maybe they just felt like in the beginning that this couldn't really work out because of that, or maybe they just saw you as a bit younger, or that their family felt like you were too young, or that you have a baby, and so that kind of might have been a deal breaker for them. But that's just in the beginning, I feel like. And then there might have been like something with the service card, something where you two were pulled apart because this person had to go somewhere else and do something in terms of their career or military or school or something. And then when you two were united again, because I feel like you two are kind of united now, because I feel like this person has a lot of feelings about you right now, and you have a lot of feelings for this person right now, so it kind of makes sense that you have been reunited in the, like, recently, or maybe just texted or something, I don't know. And then, like, there's the thought card, and I feel like that is just that this person has just been overthinking this and not shooting their shot, because they've just been, like, having a headache about it, thinking, like, oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna say this? And, like, this person might have, like, if you've been texting each other over Messenger, like, or something, then, like, this person might have, like, started writing something and then deleted it all and then writing again and then deleted it all and then writing again, because like this person has just been thinking about, like, really thinking about what they should say to you and how they should word their feelings and how they should, like, it's like they've been deleting a lot of messages because they felt like, oh, that's too desperate, or that's too needy, or that's too, like they've just been overthinking everything, and that has just made them completely that has made them pull back and become passive. So it's kind of like I wish this person could stop overthinking this, because it's really not that complicated. I know that there might be something complicated in this whole arrangement, but it's not that complicated. Like, but with the Two of Swords reversed, I feel like this person, has, like, because this person is already in a relationship with you mentally, like, they've already kind of fantasized about this. They've planned it all out. I feel like they've thought about like what they would say, like, and how they would, like, if they asked you out on a date, they might have even planned out what they should do on that date with you, and like they have really organized this, or like really planned ahead. And I think all of this makes them very passive, because they have this plan in their mind and they are afraid that it might not go their way. So if they actually take that first step towards you and ask you out on a date, and you then reject them and say no, like you're not interested, then all like the whole house of cards will just fall down, and like and I think this person is not really ready for it. And like it's something that this person is thinking about, is that like they have kind of mentalized themselves into a corner, like where they have like created all of this in their mind, where there's an ideal of, like, they have an ideal reality of how this will turn out, this relationship with you will turn out. And if it doesn't turn out the way they have idealized it in their mind, then like they have also idolized you. Like I feel like they are afraid that reality will not completely live up to the fantasy that they have created in their mind. And maybe they are just afraid of disappointment. Not that you will disappoint them, but if for instance that they come at you with this grand gesture, a big, like something big, like, then they might be afraid that it will scare you away, and it won't actually have that impact that they want it to have, and that it will actually just maybe this person kind of has like a track record of doing something grand for someone, and where it has kind of blown up in their face. Like I feel like this person, like I feel like they are afraid of moving too fast, and I feel like it's because of something that happened in the past where they moved too fast and it kind of burned down their connection with that person. That like and so I feel like it's a lot of, like, there's a lot of worrying, there's a lot of but this person, like I can safely say that this person wants to be in a relationship with you. I'm gonna shuffle some of these archetype cards just to see how your crush feels about you, like how your crush sees you. Like how does group number two's crush see group number 2, or feel about group number 2? How does group number 2's crush feel about group number 2? So alchemist. So it says transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. And I feel like this person, like your crush, sees you as someone who can turn anything into gold. Like you can be like I think you're, again, this might be some idolization, but of course I also just think like you two are like group number 2. You are great people. You are talented, and you have some kind of ability to take like the smallest thing and just making it into something big, like taking something very, very, like something that like making the most out of like what you get, like you know, when you see people in like cooking shows or in like some kind of like TV show about whatever, I don't know, like the challenges or stuff, like I don't know, but like cooking challenges on cooking shows, like there's also always like where you have to choose what cake you want to make, and you get some options, and then like the lucky ones will get to pick first, and then they will choose the thing that is that's like the thing that will make you win the show, because it's so grand or so easy or so easy to make great or something. And then like someone will be very unlucky and get like something that's really hard to make and really easy to fuck up. And then like it's like you always see how like the greatest ones take that shit that they have, like the shitty assignment, and just make the most out of it, and everybody else will be like baffled because, oh, she had the hardest assignment and she made it like amazing. Like I don't know, like this was a bad description, but yeah, I feel like this person sees you as that type of person, the person who gets the hardest assignment, and you just amaze people because you can take like something that's crappy and make it just amazing, like because you can see the potential, like you spot the potential, you can see what needs to be done in order to make something great, like, and maybe you also have seen the potential in your crush, like maybe your crush feels like you have been the only one who has actually seen how if you just water this person, they can actually blossom. Like maybe you have shown that you believe in your crush, and maybe they feel like nobody else has believed in them in the same way that you have. So yeah, but this, like, I'm kind of rooting for you because, like, I feel like this, the feelings are definitely mutual here. And so I feel like it's not far-fetched that this could work out very beautifully for both of you. So just, yeah. But I think that's all I have for you, group number 2. I hope this reading was helpful, and if it was, please subscribe to my channel, and yeah, if you want to book a personal reading from me, check the description box below for more information on how to book one, and yeah, have a great day, and bye, and good luck. Hello, group number 3. You chose this Rider-Waite tarot deck, and I will start with some channeling, and then I will shuffle the cards for you. group number 3. So the people who will choose group number 3. Group number 3. The people who will choose group number 3. What does group number 3's crush feel about group number 3? Group number 3's crush. How does group number 3's crush feel about group number 3? You're very impatient. This is a process. Like I can't like make this go any quicker than I already do. I mean, you have to like give me a break. Like this takes time. Group number 3. I feel like maybe your crush sees you as a bit impatient, which I kind of would agree that maybe you could learn to be a bit more patient sometimes. So I feel like there's I feel like your crush sees you as very funny, very outspoken, very direct, and very charming, but also a bit impatient, and someone who's like very quick to either jump to conclusions or to quick to say like, I'm out of here. Like I don't want anything to do with this. Like it's kind of like this. I feel like your crush is like your crush seems to have feelings for you, but I feel like your crush is not certain of your feelings towards them, and so they feel like you have been like very on and off, like hot and cold. Like sometimes you're very, very, like sometimes they are, like sometimes they get the feeling that you actually are interested in them, and so they get really excited, and then like then your crush says something stupid to you, something like, and or doesn't or doesn't text back or something, or like, and then like you're very quick to turn on them. Like you get really disappointed easily, or like you might just run a bit hot and cold. Like you sometimes you snap at them, and so it kind of gives this person mixed signals, like you're hot and cold all the time, and sometimes they feel like you're very impatient with them. You don't want to hear the whole story, like you don't want to hear the explanation sometimes. Like if they do something that pisses you off, which I feel like happens a few times, because like I feel like this person, like even though it's your crush and all, and you are crushing on them, it seems like this person is like you come off as a bit like pissed at them, like annoyed with them, and it kind of like I understand why this person is a bit like puzzled by you, because you might kind of, I feel like you have some kind of connection where you are constantly bickering or nagging, picking at each other, kind of teasing each other, and I feel like this person likes it, like your crush is into it, but it's also something that makes this person very insecure about where they stand with you. So it's like, and also I feel like this person is very certain that they have been friend-zoned by you, like very, it seemed like, yeah, probably, like, and of course you haven't friend-zoned them, but that's the feeling that I'm getting from this person, that they feel like they have been friend-zoned. That you're kind of like, that you're kind of, maybe they also feel like you're too comfortable, like with them, like you're too, not that it's a bad thing, but it's like this person feels like you're not making an effort, like you're not trying to, like you're not afraid of saying the wrong things to them. You're not afraid of calling them names or picking at them or nagging about something. Like you're not afraid to do that, but your crush might be afraid to do the same to you, because they know that if they would do the same, like give you the same kind of teasing, like maybe you have teased them about something, but they feel like if they teased you about the same thing, then you would not approve of that. And maybe you would. Maybe it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but I feel like this person has just like assumed that it doesn't go both ways, that you can say whatever to them and they will always kind of forgive you for that, but you wouldn't forgive them if they got rough with you, like if they said something to you that was a bit out of line, which they do all the time, but so it's kind of, I feel like maybe this, like, because I'm getting this message that this is not really true, like they say a lot of stupid things to you all the time, and they fuck up all the time, but I feel like they can't really see it. Like they don't really, maybe they aren't really that good at seeing themselves from the outside. Like they might not be good at observing themselves objectively, how they come across, how their words are received by others, how people perceive them from the outside, and so they see how you keep teasing them and say like whatever is on your mind, and you're very direct, and you call people out on their bullshit, and if you see someone lying, and that also goes to that's also the same with this person, like if you see them lying about something, you will just go out and say like you're lying, like that's bullshit. And yeah, and this person has done the same. I feel like this person has been very direct towards you as well, and maybe some of your directness towards your crush is actually you sort of mirroring them. Like they might have been very direct towards you, like from the very beginning, and so you felt like, okay, that's sort of relationship that we have, so we can do that to each other. Like that can be an ongoing thing that we have, like that. And so you have just given this person like a taste of their own medicine, and so like but this person might have felt like you were the one doing this to them, when actually like you were reacting to their way of acting towards you. And so, but in their mind, they only see you acting out on them, not that it was a reaction to what they said. So, like, if you call them an idiot, like, if they call you an idiot and you say, well, you're an idiot also, like, so like, then they completely forget or can't see that they said the exact same thing to you right before you said it to them. And so they just, in their mind, in their narrative, they only remember that you said it to them, and they don't remember that they said it to you. And so it's kind of, I feel like this person is kind of like, I think this person has feelings for you, but I don't know if I would recommend this, because I feel like in some way this person, like, I don't think this person has like feelings, but I feel like there is, like, this person sees you as very charming, and like, I think this person has even like thought about whether you had put a spell on them, or a love spell or something on them, and so they kind of have been very like spellbound in some way, or felt very captivated by you, and that you charmed them in some way. And so it kind of gives me a signal that they actually have had feelings, and probably still has feelings for you, but I don't think this person would act on those feelings. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like this person is kind of, this person is a bit narcissistic, I feel like. And I don't know if this person can be in a relationship with other people than themselves. And so it's kind of hard to be in a relationship with someone who's already in a relationship with themselves. It's kind of hard to kind of penetrate that barrier. And I feel like it's a weird thing where I feel like it's kind of, that's also, I feel like that's the reason why they can't see how they are actually saying these nasty things to you, and then you say the exact same things back. And so it's, but they only get hurt by what you say to them, but they don't get hurt by, or they don't see how they have hurt you. And that's because in their mind they are perfect. They do not have the like, they don't see themselves as a nasty person. They don't see themselves as a bad, evil person. So they just like, they wouldn't say anything like that to anyone, even though they do. But in their mind, they kind of don't remember doing that, because it doesn't it doesn't match up with their mental picture of themselves. Like that doesn't fit the frame. Like it's so they don't see it. They don't see their own nastiness, but they get really hurt when other people kind of I don't think you have been nasty towards them. I just think you might have criticized them about something or called them out on their bullshit and maybe said that they were lying when it was very obvious that they were, and so it kind of didn't seem like that big of a crime because it kind of was obvious that they were lying. But they can't cope with criticism. Like it's not something that is part of their vocabulary. Like they don't like criticism. They want to take away all the criticism towards them. Like it's not something they welcome. And so because it doesn't fit their mental picture of themselves as perfect, and it's actually kind of funny that this person has thought about you as like some kind of witch, and so you might have put a love spell on them, because like I know it's specific for a few of you, and maybe it doesn't resonate with all of you, but I feel like this is coming in quite strong, so I feel like it's actually a majority of you where this is actually true, where this person has thought about you, that you put a love spell on them, and it kind of makes sense, because a narcissist cannot really form feelings towards another person that's not themselves, unless it's someone who looks very, very, very similar to them and is the same gender, and is kind of a spitting image. But even then, it wouldn't. It kind of. I'm putting it like, I know it's not that black and white. I know it's a whole spectrum, and I know I'm kind of simplifying it. But I feel like it kind of makes sense that this person has had feelings for you, like they have felt attracted to you and felt like. And I feel like this person has felt an attraction that spanned beyond the physical, because I feel like this person has been attracted to other people in the past, and that was not an issue, because that's just sexual attraction, and that's kind of something this person understands. But I feel like they have been attracted to you in a more spiritual way, like where they felt drawn to you, like you charmed them in some way, where they've kind of, when they were talking to you, they kind of got butterflies in their stomach and like felt like a weird, like actually love feelings. And that's something that was so foreign to them that they didn't get it. And so they kind of ruined it by just categorizing it as, okay, this person just put a love spell on me, and so it's kind of, it's nothing. Like these feelings are not genuine feelings. They are just like you trying to control them into falling in love with you, and I don't think you did that though. Like I don't think you put a love spell on this person, and like. Maybe you did, maybe some of you did, but like I don't judge you for doing that. But I don't think they work though. Like I don't believe in spells. Like don't really get how. But I feel like the power of suggestion is a powerful thing. And but I think like. I think this person is just like completely denying all feelings. So like they have had feelings, but they deny them, and so that's probably why I also with the Ace of Wands reversed and the World reversed, I don't think there is a possibility that you two will unite and become one and become like, I don't see like a great connection here, that I don't see how it can form and blossom, because like I don't think your crush sees this as something they want to do. Like don't want, like, I feel like it's kind of like their heart is kind of trying to communicate something to their brain, but their brain is just shutting the heart down and saying like, no, this wouldn't work for me because you make them like you are some kind of threat to them. And so like, and I think it's because you're very great, and I feel like this person would feel like they had to compete with you and be better than you, and like there's a lot of like and they would feel like you pulled them down or dragged them down, that you don't see how great they are, that you're critical of them and you don't idolize them. And I think this person really wants to be idolized. They want validation, they want someone to fall in love with them and be completely like blind to all their flaws, like someone who's just completely like, yeah, I don't know, completely in love. And maybe like of course you have a crush on this person, but I feel like you're not in love with this person. Like you're not like completely baffled by this person. Like you're not completely with rose-colored glasses looking at this person with like I don't know, but and maybe you're just not the type of person who gets blinded by love. Like you don't get to the point where you're just like so in love with someone that you don't see all the bad sides of the person. But somehow this person just wants to be in a relationship with someone who's just completely positive and who is only like their hype man. Like they want a hype man, someone who can hype them up, and like someone who is just someone who's a yay sayer, like someone who says yes to everything, and someone who sees everything as a possibility, everything as an option, everything as like someone very optimistic about them in particular, like someone who can like be their like companion through all their stupid decisions and stupid journeys that they want to, like they want someone who like because this person might want to like go to Africa like in tomorrow and do something there, and like a spontaneous thing, and then they just want to be in a relationship with someone who just says, okay, like why not, and then just go wherever they want to go, because again, this person is narcissistic, and narcissists are not known for being compromising people, so I don't think this person wants to compromise with anyone, and so they want someone who is very open to compromise, someone who is just gonna follow them wherever they go and be okay with it. Like, so yeah. I'm gonna shuffle some of these archetype cards just to get a bit more information on how your crush feels about you, because it's kind of still a bit of a mystery to me. So okay, so yeah, I think this with this blank card here, it's reversed, and so I feel like I feel like this person wants to date someone who is a blank sheet, like, or blank tablet, or something that's blank, like because they want a clean slate. That's the word I was looking for. A clean slate, someone who has no baggage, someone who just comes in and kind of like this is the energy that, like, I feel like this person wants to date someone who is maybe a foreigner in the country, like someone who has moved away from their home country, from their family, and someone who has nothing, like someone who has no family nearby, someone who they can kind of form. And like, it's kind of, I know I shouldn't be saying all this because it's your crush and I am picking this person into pieces, and I know that I'm doing that, but it's kind of I just feel like I have to warn you about this person, because this person, like, if you are this type of person, like if you are a foreigner in the country that you live in and you don't have a lot of family around you, and like, then maybe this is why this person actually has some kind of feelings for you, is because, oh, they see you as an option to, like, someone they can single out and make and create some kind of bubble with, so that they can form you. But I still feel like it's not really in the, like, I think this person just didn't really realize that you have such a strong mind of your own, and so you're not, like, even though you don't have a lot of outside influences influencing you to make decisions, then you have yourself, who is a big influencer of yourself, and so you influence yourself into making the right decisions. And so you it's kind of, I feel like this is something this person has actually thought about, which kind of makes me concerned, because it's so foreign. Like, this whole way of thinking is so foreign to me. Like, how, like, why would you want to date someone just in order to form them into, like, some, like, why would you want someone to just follow you around and become a dog, like, to you, and like train it like a dog, like, it's kind of, and I feel like that's kind of the thing here. It's like, and with the child wounded card, Okay, there was a sound. I don't know if... It sounded like someone was screaming before. I'm gonna check it out, but... I'm gonna check it out. So, yeah, I'll be sorry. It was nothing, so nothing to worry about. It probably was just some screaming outside or something. I checked, but no one was there, but maybe they just went somewhere. But this could also be some kind of sign, like a warning sign, like that maybe nothing good will come out of this relationship. Like if you pursued this person, it might not be that good of an idea, because I feel like there's like this person does not have good intentions. This person wants to be with someone that they can dominate. Like they want to be the dominator. They want someone who's just a puppet, actually. Not just a puppy, but like a puppet. Like someone who they can make you say whatever. It's like like they want to control you. And I feel like this person, like if you ask this person out on a date, I think this person would actually say yes, but I think it's mostly because I don't think this person has a lot of options. Like there's not a long line of suitors coming at this person. And so if this person would say yes to you, it would only be because this person doesn't have other options, and they don't want to be alone, because that's the nightmare for a narcissist, is to be alone and have no one validate them in their life, and no one praising them, and no one telling them how great they are. That would be a nightmare. So they want someone in their life, but they feel like I don't know if this person has thought about this necessarily, but if I should kind of foresee what would happen if you two started dating, is I feel like like you could end up in a relationship with this person, but over time this person would just become more and more displeased with you, because you don't praise them enough, you don't give them enough credit, you don't say thank you to them every time they do the smallest thing, and they don't get the validation. And if they don't get the validation, they will have like built up anger towards you, because you don't actually give them what they want from you, and over time they might explode. And with the scream I heard before, it might be a sign that that this person could actually end up lashing out, like physically, if you don't give this person the validation that they so desperately need. So of course you could just give them that, but even if you did, I feel like they wouldn't actually accept that if they felt like it wasn't completely genuine. So maybe you have already tried going down that path and trying to just praise them and give them a lot of compliments, but they have been rejectful of those because they didn't feel like you meant them, or that you just said that because you wanted to be on their good side or something. with a child wounded reverse, I feel like this person sees you as someone who's not broken enough. They would want to date someone who's more broken inside, someone who is a wounded child or was a wounded child before, and so it's kind of, yeah. With the student card reverse, I feel like maybe they feel like you well, there might be something here where this person doesn't feel like you're studying the right thing, or that you're not studying enough, or that you don't have the same accomplishments that they have. For some, like, I don't think they have a lot of accomplishments, and I think you actually have more success than them, but then it's also kind of typical that they might look at your accomplishments and say that, oh, yeah, she or he has those accomplishments, but it's not the right ones. Like, you might have an education, but it might not be the right one, because the only right one is the one that they are studying that they have. And so it's kind of like that kind of energy that it's only what they do that's good enough. And so they want someone who is exactly like themselves and do exactly the same as themselves. And so they want everyone to do it the same thing. Like, they want everyone to just follow them. Also, like, when it comes to also education, but also like knowledge. Like, this person might feel like they have this great fountain of knowledge, and they like to share it, and they might have shared it with you. Like, they might have said something, like they might have taught you something, and you just have to accept that as the only true knowledge. Like, and if you don't accept that as the true knowledge, then they kind of don't want to, like, they kind of shut off if you don't accept what they are teaching you. Like, if you don't follow through, if you don't if they tell you what's the correct way to do something, and you then do it in your way, then they will say that you do it in the wrong way, and that you should do it the right way, and that the right way is the way they do it, and that is only the only correct way to do it. And so it's kind of, I don't like it. I don't like this energy. I don't think you should have a crush on this person, because I don't think this person is gonna change. And with the father here, like, I feel like this person, like, this person wants to kind of be like, if this is a man, I feel like this person wants to be a father, like, father to you. I know it's kind of like, but they want to be the one in respect. They want to be the one dominating. They want to be the one telling you what you should do with your life, what is the right thing for you and what is the wrong thing. And they want to have a say in everything that happens in your personal life, and they want to tell you how you should dress, and that you shouldn't wear a, like, short dress or something. Like, they want, it's very dominating energy. And maybe this person kind of says that it's because they want to protect you or something, but it kind of doesn't seem that way. I feel like it's more controlling. Like, I don't like this energy. Like, but I don't know. Like, but I feel like this this crush that you have, like, I also just feel like this person is not like at this moment, at this very moment right now, I don't think they see you as an option. So this person shouldn't be an option for you either, like, because this person is not really. But I still think, like, if you asked, they might say yes because they are desperate. But it's kind of like, I don't see it like I don't condone of this union here, like, but of course it's not up to me, but it's just, I'm just saying whatever. But yeah, you can decide on your own. But yeah, but this is all I have for you, group number 3. I hope this reading was somewhat helpful, and if it was, please subscribe to my channel, and if you want a personal reading from me, check the description box below on how to book one. And yeah, have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 4. You chose this Mops Tarot, and I will start with some channeling, and then I will shuffle the cards for you. Group number 4. So, group number 4, the people who will choose group number 4. Group number 4. How does group number 4's crush feel about group number 4 right now? How does group number 4's crush feel about? I'm feeling like this person doesn't really know you. This seems like a very, very new thing, like very, very young connection, like very like it hasn't had time to form yet. Like, I feel like that's also why I wanted to ask about how they will feel about you in the future, because I feel like right now it doesn't seem like this is a connection. Like, I feel like your crush might know who you are, but I don't feel like this person knows anything about you. Like, it's, and maybe you don't know anything about this person either, but I feel like you might know more about your crush than your crush knows about you. And so it's kind of, I feel like there's an imbalance here where your crush sees you as like a bit of a mystery, like someone very new, like someone they've just met and had a very brief conversation with, or 2 conversations with, and it feels like it's in the beginning state. But I feel like on your part, on your end of this, I feel like for some reason I feel like you know this person more. Like, you know more about this person. Maybe you have a mutual friend, like a friend in common, and so maybe you have been fed some information about this person from another person who has been talking about this person with you, like a friend that, or a family member, or someone, or maybe I'm also getting that maybe this is someone you have been following on social media for a while. Like, maybe you've read some posts, or maybe you've been following this person on Instagram, or on Facebook, or somewhere where where you kind of have been given some kind of window into their life, and then you met this person briefly and you started talking to them and you kind of connected with them, but I think I just feel like there's an imbalance because they just don't know anything about you. Your crush does not know a lot about you. I feel like there's like the game, that childhood game where there were these like faces on like some flip faces where there were some faces where there just was a question mark or something. I don't know, but like I feel like you're in this person's mind. I think it's Who's Who or something. Like I don't remember what the name of the game was, but I feel like in this person's mind you're like a blank person with a question mark, because not that I'm not getting the feeling that this person doesn't want to get to know you, but they just don't have enough information to form like a feeling of who you are. Like I know that like they can still have feelings for you, but like it's just hard to kind of make sense of the feelings when it's all in fragments. Like there's no whole picture because this person doesn't really know who you are. But I think this person kind of has a good, like, this person I feel like this person had a good first impression of you, like the first time. Like I feel like maybe you've talked to this person 2 times or something. I know that it's specific for a few of you, maybe, but take what resonates. But I feel like it's not a lot more than 2 times that you've had a full conversation with this person. And the first time I feel like the first impression was great. Like like this person had a great sense of who you are, and like even though you're a mystery, like that's the part where I feel like the first time like they got like a good feeling about you, but then the second time you talked, it seemed like that kind of created a mystery to them, where they felt like, oh, they kind of knew what type of person you were at first. And then something happened in the second conversation where they just, like, it's not negative, it's just that they saw a side of you that they hadn't expected. So, and again, this person does not really know who you are. Like they can't really form a complete like sense of who you are, but it doesn't make it easier for them when they have two very different experiences with you. Like, so like I feel like I don't know if you had like a good day when you first met the person and then a bad day the second time you met them, but like I feel like it's very, like this person, like they have mixed feelings about you, but they also just don't have any feelings because it's so new. Like they can't really tell what they feel because it's I don't know. But I'm gonna shuffle and see what the tarot cards have to say about how your crush feels about group number 4. how does group number 4's crush feel about group number 4? I feel like this person, okay, this is kind of, okay, so I feel like this person has gotten the impression of you that you talk a lot, but there's not a lot of substance, and it's not necessarily like a criticism on your wit or anything. Like it's not or your, but it's. But it's more like criticism on the fact that you say a lot, but none of what you say actually make your crush have more of a feeling of who you are. Like they can't, like you never say anything that solves the mystery. Like you're a mystery to them. They don't know you. They don't know anything about you. They kind of want to get to know you, but every time they talk to you, like I say every time, even though you've only talked a few times, but I feel like this person does, like I feel like your crush feels like they have shared some personal stuff with you, but they don't feel like you have shared personal stuff about you to them. Like that they have shared and they didn't really receive anything back. Like you're still like unknown to them. You're I don't know, but like yeah, I feel like you're some kind of like maybe you have also like said some things like where it felt like maybe you shared, like maybe your crush shared something personal with you, and instead of sharing something personal back, you just said like, oh yeah, I've tried, that's something I can relate to, but without explaining why you could relate to it, like why it was, like you might have kind of made some kind of cop-out answer where you didn't actually share anything personal. You just shared that you had gone through something similar without actually, without sharing what that was. Of course, this person could also have asked, so I feel like it's not on you, like fully, like I feel like your crush could also have asked you. So maybe you were waiting for that, like when you said, oh, you had been through something similar, then maybe you expected them to ask, oh, what was that then? What did you go through? And maybe you didn't get that answer. Like they didn't reply with a question. Like they just kind of rushed to another topic. And so it kind of didn't give you the feeling that they actually wanted to know what it was. And so maybe I feel like, yeah, this person might not be that used to asking questions. I think your crush might be the type of person who never expects other people to question, to ask them questions. Like it might just be like your crush might just be the type who just shares something, like tells us, they might just tell people what they've been through in their life, and they might not wait until people ask them. They just kind of casually they kind of tangle it into the conversation. Like they just put it, and like they do it I feel like your crush kind of does it quite effortlessly, where they just are just casually talking, and then they just get reminded about, oh yeah, well, that kind of reminds me of my childhood, where my dad beat me up all the time. Like and then like it might just come like where they just have an association to, oh yeah, that reminds me of my childhood, and then they just say it, and then like they casually get it into a conversation where they don't get asked about anything. They just say it like and I think they don't expect people. Your crush doesn't expect people to ask them about their childhood. They just know that they have to just share it spontaneously, or like they know that that's the only way. Like maybe they feel like maybe it's kind of a thing that they have. Like maybe it's something that has developed over time, where maybe in their childhood they didn't get asked a lot about, like maybe people didn't really care that much about what was going on in their personal life, and so they just had to kind of blurt it out because that was the only way to get it out there, because no one was really paying attention. And so maybe that's kind of a thing that has just developed over time, but I feel like you are not the same way. Like you ask people questions, and you expect people to ask you questions. Like you kind of have a more normal way of conversing. I guess like it's a more average way, or more normal way. Like where you ask a question and you get a question in return, and like back and forth, ping pong. Like, but I think just like you're dealing with someone who's kind of who doesn't have like a good sense of the rules. Like they just create their own rules, like, and might not really conform well with like social norms, and so this is very likely a person who just has a conversation where they share something, and they just expect the other person to share something as well, and without having to ask formally the person, and like ask like and have like a formal conversation where they just might. I just feel like maybe this person expected something from you that you didn't do, and you expected them to do something that they didn't do, and so it's kind of a difference in expectations, like where they felt where your crush felt like you shared nothing with them, and that they are not any closer to getting to know you, and you are still a mystery, and they might feel like this will take a lot of time to get to know you if every time they talk to you, you don't share anything personal with them. But again, they could avoid this if they just started asking questions instead of just expecting people to share. So but now that you know this, maybe like when you talk to this person the next time, maybe try to get into their pattern, like, or even though there's no pattern, like it's a patternless pattern, but like try to match their, like try to figure out what is their conversing technique, even though they don't have one, but like what, and then just like if they share something and they don't ask you like any questions, and then just maybe get into the groove of it all, and then just like share some, like, okay, you shared some personal information, now I'm gonna share some personal information, and then you're gonna share some personal information, and we're just gonna share. So maybe try to like with a 6 of Wands, I feel like this person sees you as like your crush sees you as someone who's unattainable in some way. Like they see you up on your high horse, and so this could also be a bit like maybe somehow your crush has felt like you didn't quite respect them in some weird way, where maybe it was because they overshared a bit, like, and you didn't share at all, and then like they felt a bit insecure about, oh, should I have shared so much of myself with this person, and what was that a bad idea to do that? And then they might have like started overthinking it, and then they might have kind of gotten the idea that maybe you that you were up there on your high horse and thought and looked down on your crush. That maybe your crush felt like you were looking down on them for some reason. That maybe it was because they shared a lot about their traumatic childhood or something, and then they might have not gotten the response that they expected, and they might have even felt like you were judging them or something, or maybe it wasn't even true. But I feel like somehow they see you as like up on your high horse, also because you maintain your mystery, whereas your crush just hands it out to people. Like they share everything, and they don't, like, there's no filter there, there's no guard on the door, like if in front of the door, like there's no one and like I think it kind of like this person feels like you know everything about them for some reason. Like you know all the bad stuff, like all about them, like all their bad sides, all their like all their cheap tricks, all their like the deepest, darkest secrets of, like they kind of blurted them out, and now they are regretting it, because they just see you, how you keep yourself in respect, like you don't share something that makes you vulnerable which kind of makes you this stone figure, like where your crush might feel like you're this strong person, this person who's like, kind of like above them, because and maybe even perfect in many ways. Like maybe this person also feels like you came from a very good upbringing and everything is perfect and everything, like maybe that's also something this person has assumed, because every time they shared about something about their traumatic childhood, then you just didn't respond to that. So your crush might have just assumed that you just didn't know, like that you couldn't resonate with it, that it didn't, that you hadn't experienced anything similar, even though you might have said that you had experienced anything similar, but your crush might have just assumed that when you couldn't explain why what it was you had experienced, that it just was because you hadn't experienced anything like that. But this is very complicated stuff. Like I know that like this is so specific that I don't expect every one of you to resonate with this, because it's so specific. But this is coming in very strongly, so I feel like it's something that will resonate with many of you. But I feel like somehow this person has put you up on a pedestal, and maybe they see you as kind of perfect, kind of too perfect, kind of too pretty, kind of too like too everything, like you're too financially stable, too emotionally stable, you have too good of a background, so like and I don't know if that's true, or if it's just that you haven't like felt like sharing, like, because this person, again, it seems like this person hasn't actually formed that much of an opinion of you. And I know that it sounds weird when I say that, because I've been talking and talking for almost half an hour, and so about this person's feelings about you. So this person must have formed some kind of feelings, but I still feel like this person sees you as a mystery, but they still see you as like and that's kind of the thing, where they don't know you enough. Like if they knew you, if they had more conversations with you, if they like if you two actually got in a relationship, they would maybe realize that you have flaws as well. Like you've had your own childhood trauma, you have had your own hardships, and you've had your own struggles. But right now, they just see this picture perfect exterior. You look pretty, and you look like someone who has everything going on for them, and you look like someone who's maybe also popular, and someone who might have also been popular in school. And this person, like your crush, might feel like you never, like that you two wouldn't, maybe this person also feels like you two wouldn't have that much in common, because like your crush might have been the type who was like bullied in school and was the outcast, and has been like the outcast for the majority of their life, and then they see you as kind of like this person that they assume has had it very easy. Like you were never bullied in school, like, or this person assumes that you were all, like, because you're probably quite good looking, like, and so your crush just assumes that because of your perfect exterior, you probably had like the clearest path where everything was just handed to you, and that your parents, like, I feel like there's also like where this, for some reason, this person has formed the impression that you probably have been a bit spoiled, like that you've had everything handed to you, that your parents have paid for stuff, and like, and that you're very privileged in some way. But I don't think, like, this might change. Like, I want to ask, like, how will your crush feel about you in the future? Like, will this change in the future? How will group number 4's crush feel about group number 4 in the future? King of Wands. So I feel like it will. I feel like this might change because I think you, like, as you open up more, as like if you open up more, then I think first of all, I think the spoiled brat thing, that I feel like is a complete misinterpretation of you. Like, I feel like that will change. Like, I think this person will realize that was maybe maybe some prejudice that they had in the beginning that might not really be true. Like, with the 5 of Pentacles reversed, I feel like actually I feel like your crush might, and with the 4 of Pentacles, this is weird because I feel like if you two were to talk more, I think your crush would actually start feeling like you two actually have, like, that you're maybe not that different from each other. I feel like you will get, like, I think you two, like, for some reason, I think you know that because you know more about your crush than your crush does about you. So I think you know that you have a lot in common with your crush. Your crush does not know that you two have a lot in common. Your crush feels like you two are polar opposites, and like that you come from completely different, like, backgrounds. And I think if you two had more conversations with each other, I think your crush would actually feel like you are less of an outsider than, like, or that they are actually, it's kind of, to them, like that you're actually less, like that you are in the same boat, that you're maybe this person will maybe your crush, I feel like your crush might also have some privileges, that they are a bit, maybe they are a bit spoiled as well, and maybe they kind of are kind of projecting when they kind of criticize you for being privileged and being a spoiled brat and stuff like that. It might be them, it might be your crush actually having bad feelings about actually being in the same, kind of in the same situation as you, and maybe they are actually also have a lot of privileges that they just are not really aware of. And so maybe if you two kind of, I know this is very complicated and it's all over the place, but I think like this person is I feel like this person is a bit like I feel like your crush is a bit emo, like I don't know if emo is the right word, but like I think this person might be like a bit like whiny about like, oh, it's so, I've had such a hard life and my childhood was so traumatic and I've been through a lot of whatever, and maybe that's kind of what attracted you to this person to begin with, like, and I don't blame you. It's always kind of interesting when people have like a lot of baggage, because it gives people layers, I guess. Like it kind of creates an illusion that they are very deep because they've been through so much. But kind of feel like if you got to know this person, I feel like maybe you two would both get to some kind of understanding that maybe you would actually have a positive effect on your crush and make this person get a bit real with and get like, okay, maybe it wasn't that bad. Like maybe you actually have some privileges and maybe your parents actually did kind of like, you know, to this person, like your crush, like that your crush would kind of get to those realizations that maybe they didn't have such a hard life after all. But I also feel like they will be like a bit, they will feel bad when I feel like your crush would feel bad when they realize that they've misjudged you and thought that you were this spoiled brat, this privileged kid who just got everything and wasn't like who's never been like, I don't know, but like I feel like that's I think your crush will realize that you have had it just as hard as them, if not harder, and so that kind of will put things in perspective. But I also feel like with the Four of Pentacles reversed, I feel like one thing that will change about this will also be that if you two had more open conversations, like your crush would feel more intimate with you, more like you actually, because I think that's very important for your crush, is to have someone be trusting of them. Like this is, I feel like your crush is actually a very loyal person and a very like, and someone who's very keen on trust. Like trust is a very important thing, and that's also why they overshare with people. Like they share information about their life, about their trauma, about everything, like right in the beginning, because they want to see if how people handle, like they kind of test people, like by putting it all out there and see if it sticks to something or if it just paddles off, like, or you know, like what's it called, like like if it and so it's and they kind of see if other people are gonna share with them, so that they know that, okay, now we have a blood bond. Like now this is not like when your crush shares something about themselves and something intimate and with someone, and that someone then shares something intimate in return, then it's like trust has been built. Like there's a foundation for trust, because now you have dirt on me, I have dirt on you, and now we can build up a relationship built on trust and loyalty towards each other. Like and I think if you just did your part, shared something intimate about yourself, told this person your whole life story, nothing smaller than that can do it. Like you have to give a little, like sometimes you have to take a risk, and I feel like that's kind of what needs to be done here, is that you just need to be completely honest, like throw some intimate stories, information about yourself to them, and that will build, that will be like this, that will be seen from your crush's perspective. Your crush would see that as the gesture that they are seeking in order to build this trust, I feel like, and so that there's also mutual understanding. I feel like that's also a very big thing for your crush, is to, like, they like to explain why they do things. They like to explain everything they do. Like if they do something, if they act in a bad way, I feel like if your crush acts in a bad way, they will come to you like right afterwards and explain in details why they acted that way. Like it's very important for them to have that sort of like opportunity to explain everything they do, and your crush actually expects that from you too. Like if you act in a bad way towards your crush expects you to explain everything. Like, why did you do this? Like, why? Like, get the whole explanation. And it's like, also like, use it as a cop-out. Like, if you have kind of, I feel like you might have done something towards your crush. Like, even though you have only spoken 2 times maybe, or 4 times, but like, I feel like, again, like the first impression was great. Second impression was kind of nah. It seems like something might have happened in the second time you spoke, where you might have come across as a bit like rude in some way, and you might have to explain exactly why you said what you said that might have been considered rude to your crush, like, and explain it, and maybe make a sob story about it. Like, it's okay. Like, don't and if there is no reason, then just come up with one. Like, it's not rocket science. Like, it's not really that hard to just come up with an explanation to why you did that. Like, but I don't know. Like, this is a bit complicated, but I am sort of like seeing a window here. Like, there is light at the end of this tunnel. Like, I feel like there is potential here for like a solid foundation for like a relationship, if that is what you want. And like, I know it's like in the beginning stages. Like, it's not like I don't have enough confirmation to just say like this is gonna be like a happily ever after between you two, but I feel like there is some potential here. And of course, you have only spoken a few times, and so to have this potential is actually a good thing. So but yeah, I feel like that's all I have for you, group number 4. So I hope this reading was helpful, and if it was, please subscribe to my channel. And if you want a personal reading from me, check the description box below on how to book one. And have a great day, and bye.